This is Jaden Jones with Kappa League TV. We want you to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.
What's happening, Newsome? So glad to be with you on This Week in Kappa League TV.
My name is Hunter Goins from Decatur Kappa League, and you're watching Kappa League TV.
Reporting for Kappa League TV, I'm Luke Williams.
Reporting for Kappa League TV, I'm Joshua Hardy.
You're watching Kappa League TV.
You're watching Kappa League TV.
Hey everybody, it's Governor Gavin Newsome here, and thank you for the opportunity to say a few short words, and most importantly, welcome you. Welcome you to UC Davis, and of course, welcome you to the Kappa League Mentorship Conference. Opportunities, you know this well, opportunities like this open the door to great things. This fraternity was created in response to the racism and barriers that so many of its members faced, and has refused to create or stand for any of those barriers since. I know that, like the incredible alumni of Kappa from, folks like Arthur Ashe and Colin Kaepernick and so many others in between, you're going to go on and, mark your own path in this world. You don't need to tell you any of that. That's obvious. But what you need to succeed, I just want to remind you, you already have. You have drive, you have motivation, and you also have support, mentors, right here in this brotherhood. And as you make your way into the world, I think it's always important to remember you also have authority. And I learned this over the course of many, many years. And what I mean by that, it's not just people in positions of power and influence. It's not just people with titles in front of their name. You have something we all have in abundance, and that's moral authority. It's granted in situations where we find ourselves in and by the choices we find ourselves making. So I hope you use that authority wisely. Someone told me years ago, the more you use your formal authority, the less you have of it. The more you exercise your moral authority, the more abundant it becomes. I hope you also recognize that above all else, you need to listen to yourselves, trust your gut, and when in doubt, ask your mentor. Each of us will find our own way. We're going to pave our own paths. And I'm just honored to, get to wave to you as you walk down your path in life. Take care, everybody.
Hello, my name is Drayon Glenn. I'm the Southwestern Province Guy Right Chairman.
So, Brother Glenn, there is a program called Raise Me, where young men in high school can start raising money for their college education while they're in high school. Can you tell me a little about that?
Yes, you're absolutely right. There is a program called Raise.me. That program is where young men, high school, from 9th grade to 12th grade, can raise money by being in high school. What I mean by raising money, if you're making A's and B's, you can make A's and B's and get money for those A's and B's that you're doing in high school.
So how do they do that, Newt?
So the program, once again, is called Raise.me. So they will go online to this website, raise.me.com. They will go online, register, and then they will implement their report cards into the system. And then the system will calculate their grade, and then they will receive funds. Now those funds are in a separate account, and when they graduate from high school, they can choose a college that is in the program where those funds will go to a scholarship in their name.
Great. Thank you, Brother Glenn, and thank you for being on with Kappa League TV.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jabril Green. I'm with the Berkeley Alumni Chapter. I'm preparing for college, and I'll be attending Long Island University. I'm super excited about that. I'm still fencing, and I'm gonna be doing fencing and film in college. And my brother, he's also fencing in college, so I'll be joining him, and we'll be in the same NCAA college circuit, and that's gonna be amazing. Kappa League has affected me in many ways, but I feel like the main way they have affected me is just by, I don't really get to see older black men setting a positive example anywhere else but Kappa League. The media portrays us like in a negative light, but at Kappa League, it's all about positivity and brotherhood and preparing the next generation to be better than the older generation.
On three, everybody. Gather in, push in, push in, push in. Crowd into the middle.
You want to eat? On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Kappa.
Hey, what's happening, Noops? This is John Marshall Jones, and we're here on This Week in Kappa League. And this has been such an exciting year. It's the centennial year of Kappa League and also the 86th conclave that you're experiencing this year. It's going to be such an amazing event. And we've got a very special interview. We are so happy to be interviewing Kappa brother from Beta Psi chapter, made in 2022, and now new member of the Dallas Cowboys, Deuce Vaughn. Deuce, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Noop. I appreciate you having me on today.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Hey, how are things on the yard?
Doing good. Doing well, man. Back in Kansas State. Man, my man Phil, Leonard, they're holding the fort down for me while I'm out here in Dallas. They're doing well. Their achievement, they are doing it every single field of human endeavor. Leonard graduating, Phil graduating this past fall, and just finished up spring ball with Kansas State football team, and they're doing great. It's so good to see them doing and excelling, and I'm down here doing my thing as well.
So while you were doing football, I understand you were also the pole marker of your chapter. Is that true?
Correct. Yes, sir. That was super big for myself, and having Phil with me right there as a vice pole mark helped me out throughout that time this past year was huge, and to be able to have that title and to be able to represent Beta Psi was really cool for myself, and I took it with a whole bunch of pride.
All right, so for the noobs who don't know yet who Deuce Vaughn is, let me give you a little background. Deuce ended his career ranked first amongst active Big 12 players in all-purpose yards with 5,029 yards. Second in career rushing yards per game and scoring per game. Eighth in total offense per game. Noob, you set the tone in the Big 12. We are so proud of you, and you just got drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. Congratulations.
Man, thank you so much. I can't even put it into words how thankful I am for not only y'all, but everybody in my corner.
Now, I understand that on draft night, your dad, who was also a Nuke, that you and he had a moment on draft night. Tell us how that was.
We did. My dad has been a scout for the Cowboys for about 6 years now, and I had actually called him about 15 minutes before the Cowboys had given me the call, and was kind of telling him about my process and what was kind of going on my end down in Austin. He was up in Dallas in the war room, and it's crazy. 15 minutes later, Jerry Jones looked at him and said, "Would you like to call your son and let him know that we're going to draft him to the Dallas Cowboys?" So he hopped on the phone and was able to call me, and it was an unreal feeling. It was a surreal moment to hear his voice on the other side of the phone. Because this is a guy that's been in my corner since I started playing football, and he's been someone that's been my rock and an ear to listen to. So to have him tell me that my dream was coming true was just an unbelievable and amazing moment, and it's one I'll carry with me for the rest of my life.
Well, now, you kind of grew up at the stadium. I mean, if your dad is scouting for 6 years, that means he was scouting when you were in high school. So you've been going back and forth to the stadium for years. What does that feel like to walk in there now and be a Dallas Cowboy?
It's crazy, man. I walked into the facility for the first time as a player this past Thursday, and man, it's unreal because the last time that I was in there, it was as a fan. It was as somebody that was coming in there with my dad being inside the business, but now as a player, to be able to represent that star and the legacy that the Dallas Cowboys bring, and to be able to have my own locker inside the locker room, to be able to get with this rookie class and get my own iPad, get the playbook and things like that, and it all just felt so real.
Wow, that's great. Now, you're at your mini camp. This is your first professional mini camp. You've been to camp before, but a professional mini camp. What's the biggest challenge?
I'd say for myself is diving into that playbook. It's a very intricate, a lot of things have to go exactly as playing on that football field. You have to be a well-oiled machine as an offense with 11 guys out there all working together. So get inside the playbook and learning an entirely new system is the biggest thing, because I've been at Kansas State for the past 3 years, so I was able to get that system down, but now it's time to learn a new one. And it's an exciting time as a football player is learning a new system, and it's one that you have your coaches, you have your teammates in your corner to help you out with, but I'm super excited to keep learning it.
Well, it's really interesting because a lot of the greatest athletes in American history were Kappa men. When you're talking about Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain and Arthur Ashe and Gale Sayers. And so you're standing on the shoulders of those kind of giants. And it takes a lot of hard work to be able to get to that place, to have those kind of accomplishments. But if you have that kind of work, you're also going to have a lot of disappointments. So how did you motivate yourself to keep going when times got tough?
Absolutely. The biggest thing, I call that adversity. I faced a lot of adversity throughout my time playing this sport, and a lot of accomplishments come with that adversity, but you're going to fail before you can succeed, and it's just going to happen. That's life, and the way that you bounce back from it is going to be able to kind of tell people the type of person that you are, what type of perseverance you have. And for myself, I understood that I love this game, and I love what it has not only done for me, but what it has taught me. What the safe haven has become for me. So throughout the disappointment, whenever maybe I didn't have a good game, maybe I was struggling in the classroom, I understood that I have to keep pushing forward because my goals, what I want to do in life, is going to be on the other side of hard. And when times got tough, I understood that everything that I wanted to do was out in front of me. I had to keep pushing forward.
Well, that's really interesting that you should talk about goals, and all of the good parts of the accomplishment are on the other side of hard. The other side of hard. So what can you tell our Kappa Leaguers about setting goals and being able to push through adversity to accomplish them?
Right. For myself, I'm very big on setting goals. I've been setting goals since I was in middle school. And for myself, just having that tangible objective, being able to write it down and see it, be able to see I want to play in the NFL. It brings a different type of weight whenever you wake up in the morning and your feet hit the ground and you understand that I have that goal. I wrote it down. Like, this is what I need to do today to be able to achieve that goal in years from now. And that's the thing about goals is they can be short-term, they can be long-term. Those long-term goals are going to take days stacked on top of days to accomplish. And for myself, like you said, that helps with the adversity as well. You face some adversity, you understand I have this long-term goal of playing in the NFL or being an engineer or being computer science, being a doctor. And it can be in any type of realm, but you have that goal, so you understand that this adversity may be hard right now, but I have this long-term goal, and I'm going to keep working to get to it.
So let me get this right. You have short-term goals and long-term goals. What do I need to accomplish today? And how do those accomplishments day over day help me to reach my long-term goals? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. They all string together. Like I said, stacking days on top of days. If you wake up with a weekly goal, and by the end of the week, I want to have this done. Before you know it, you stack weeks on top of weeks, and it'll be a year from now, and that long-term goal has been accomplished because you stack those weeks together, you stack those days together, and you kept yourself in line. And it's one of those things that helps with the process of things. A lot of people are result-based, but being a process-driven person will take you a long, long way.
So, Noop, listen, you have been the smallest guy on the field in high school, and you killed it there. And then you were the smallest guy on the field in college, and you killed it there. I know you had a bunch of doubters. Do you have anything you want to say to them?
Yes, sir. So for myself, I've always been the smallest player in the field. That's always come with doubters. I mean, even going into college after my freshman year, even in high school, there was always those couple of people that were saying, well, his height's gonna catch up to him. And I've always just put in the work, and I've always prepared to be successful. And like I said, I was a process-driven guy. So the one thing I'll say to my doubters is watch me work. Watch me go and do this. Watch me go and accomplish my dream, accomplish my goals. So that's why I got to tell them is watch me work.
Well, if you don't mind, I think Kappa League might have to steal that phrase and put it on a T-shirt. Watch me work.
I love it. Hey, I love it.
So listen, Deuce, a lot of our young men and probably some of the other noops are going to want to follow you on social media. Do you have a social media handle that you can share with us?
Yes, sir. Both Instagram and Twitter, C_Vaughn, VAUGHN 22. So C_Vaughn 22.
C_Vaughn 22. So glad to have you with us, Noop. And best of everything, we know you're going to come out of this camp doing really well. I think that the Cowboys could use a great new dynamic punt returner and kick returner that could get out there and score over a touchdown a game. If you could bring that to the pros like you did in college, brother, there's a whole lot of folks in Dallas going to be real happy.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, thank you so much, Deuce. And yo from the bond.
Yo.
Kappa League TV. Thanks for watching Kappa League TV. Now, if you like what you see, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button, and then don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can know when the next Kappa League TV report comes out.